So I'm Shanti. Good morning, Didi, and good afternoon to us, Asia and Australia. So I'd love to welcome you all here to today's topic of living without regrets. And this is our regular session. It happens every Sunday. And as Didi is now based in Guyana Sarover, we have our regular sustenance through this session. So Didi, I'd like to hand this over to you. And are you going to start speaking on this topic of living without regrets? You're still muted. Yeah, your microphone is still muted. Okay, good.
Om Shanti. We are all the time interacting with others. And whilst we are interacting, naturally, sometime because of our past habit, we not using our divine intellect, and that's why we do bad karma, and then we regret afterwards. So today we have got many questions, and so I will ask the MC to keep on asking question. Om Shanti.
Okay, Didi, so the first question is regret a suffering of karma that we have to have, or is it just a bad habit?
I would think it's double, both. It is suffering of karma because we have hurt someone. We are hurting ourselves by feeling guilty or having regret. As well, it is a bad habit. When individual is not using divine intellect or is not Trikaldarshi, he or she will do bad karma and regret afterwards.
Okay, so second question. How can I develop the power to stop being pulled into things I know I shouldn't do?
Before I speak or do anything, I should think whether it is okay or not, or what will be the reaction in the other person, whether that person will be hurt. Am I giving sorrow? Naturally, if I give sorrow, I will receive sorrow in return, and I will have to regret. How is it I'm not able to see the MC?
Okay, so third question. How can I learn to find opportunities so that I don't miss out on creating my fortune? So how can I learn to find opportunities? Yeah.
To create my fortune, I have to give love, happiness, cooperation, respect to others. So I should watch who is unhappy, who is suffering, who needs help, and I have to give them help in whatever way they need. Next one.
Okay, so number 4 is, how is regret related to realization?
Yes. When one realizes that they have missed the opportunity and done some vikarma, then regrets. So realization is essential before regret.
Okay, number 5. Baba says he keeps explaining so that we listen and follow and don't regret that we were influenced unnecessarily by Maya. But how do I know if I'm listening properly?
If I am listening properly to Baba's Murli, carefully, and follow Baba's direction, Maya cannot influence. If Maya is influenced, then I know that I haven't been implementing Baba's direction and I haven't conquered Maya yet.
Okay. So next one, number 6. So before coming to Baba, I had a wild past and liked to drink alcohol, party with drugs, and have a few relationships. Now, being Baba's child, it's hard to put all those memories of past actions aside. And even though I have embraced my Brahmin life, the memories still come back and I feel my self-worth drop a lot. How can I keep moving forward?
To move forward, I will have to give my evil past in writing to Baba. And if that doesn't help, I will have to give it to seniors.
Okay.
Wait. I have to unmute. Is it unmuted? Can you listen?
Yeah, I can hear you properly.
So I had to
we have to give
in
give
writing to Baba. And even after that, if I don't forget, I had to write it to seniors. Then I will be able to give full stop to the past. Also, we will have to increase our self-esteem by telling ourselves whatever Baba is praising and giving the point of self-esteem, I should think that that is for me and increase my self-esteem.
Okay. So a few times in my BK life, I have been asked to do some service, but I said no, as I didn't feel comfortable to do it. Then the teacher made me feel bad and kept making sarcastic remarks. So is it really service if I do something I'm not comfortable doing.
If you don't feel comfortable to do any service, no harm in saying no. Baba says, don't listen evil. So sarcastic remarks of a teacher, listen through one ear and take out through other ear. Next one.
So 8. So time moves very fast in BK life and it doesn't stop. How important is our daily timetable and what are the benefits?
We should make effort, intense, as time is moving fast. Our timetable should be according to Baba Srimat, and we will be able to progress fast. Next one.
So 9, the word regret brings to mind times when I could have changed something for the better, but I didn't. If this has happened, does understanding drama become important in my BK life? And how can I use this point?
Yes, understanding drama is very important. As I can say, past is past. I have learned a lesson and I will not do it again. It was in drama and that's why it happened. So I should give full stop to past, which means I have to be Master Almighty Authority. Next one.
Okay, 10. I fulfill my responsibilities to Lokik and are Lokik, but sometimes feel I'm not really doing anything to make myself happy. It's like suppressing my heart and living out of obligation. How can I move to an attitude of enjoying everything?
We have to keep balance of logics and self-service. We should not neglect Amrit Vela, Murli, evening meditation. So by keeping balance, we will be able to be blissful and happy.
So 11, I saw someone stealing a lady's handbag and she was calling for help. But I was so shocked that I couldn't act to help her and feel sorry about it. How should I deal with that memory when it arises?
Nowadays, sometimes robbers carry knife or some weapon and would not hesitate to harm those who come to help or those who oppose robbery. Losing handbag is not so bad as losing life. So whatever happened was drama and beneficial. So no need to regret.
So 12, I followed a BK senior's direction when I didn't want to, and occasionally feelings of resentment arise. What should I do with those feelings?
Whatever you have done was in drama, but in future, don't follow senior direction if you don't feel like. Now, just tell yourself, in drama, I was supposed to follow and I did follow. So past is past. Give full stop to past.
So 13, I have treated people badly in the past. Should I bring it up with them and say sorry, even if it was a long time ago? Or should I just send good wishes?
It is better to talk to that person and say sorry, even if it is long time ago, because you are still remembering it. And to give full stop, it is better to confess rather than just give good wishes.
And 14, there is an ongoing unhealthy situation at the centre, and I don't have the courage to bring it up because people would get upset. So I live with it. Either way is not comfortable. What should I do?
Have courage and sweetly express your concern that this is not right. If you cannot tell to Centervasi, talk to RC or NC, but you must tell some senior so that that sort of a atmosphere doesn't continue.
Okay, so 15. So Bubba says mistakes are fixed for every cycle, and you can see the biggest falls here. When I hear this, I feel bad about my mistakes. I'm sure I will make some mistakes in the future. It is disheartening. How should I think about this point, knowing that I won't be able to do everything right?
Why you are so negative that you think that you will never do right? Have positivity. Think that in future I will do right using Gyan and yoga.
Okay, so 16. When I sit in Bubba's room, my mistakes come in front of me. I don't feel that Bubba is happy with me or I am ever good enough. How should I remove disheartenment?
Write to Baba about your past. Baba is merciful, and your 50% of Vikarma will finish. So give promise to Baba that I will be your worthy child. Have courage, and you will receive Baba's help, and you will become worthy.
So 17. Some souls leave Gyan for a while to settle some account of relationship. I feel sad for them. What should I think seeing souls who have lost some of their fortune this way? How can we help others get over their regrets?
There is one saying in Hindi, if somebody is lost in the morning and returns home in the evening, you are not really lost. So be friendly to this person so that he doesn't feel so guilty or regret so much.
Okay, and 18. In the Murli of the 21st of the 2nd, 85, Baba talked about one of the main fires at the end to disturb souls as the fire of repentance. He said a lack of attainment makes you repent. Is that like having the realization that you could have had more and missed out unnecessarily?
Yes, it is likely like you are having realization that you could have had more and missed out unnecessarily. So you have to be careful when you are doing anything so that there is no repentance, because realization and determination will help you to be free from regret. So think before you do anything.
Okay, so this is all the questions I have, Didi. I don't actually have access to the chat box, so I'm not sure if there's any questions in the chat box. So I might have to hand it back to the moderator and see if there's any more questions. Is there any more questions? Okay, so Didi, I don't have any more questions, but if have you got any other thoughts after answering those questions, Didi, about living without regret?
As I mentioned in the beginning, what we have to do is, Baba has given us divine eye or made us Trikaldarshi. So we have to think before we speak or do anything, so that we are not doing anything wrong, bad karma, vikarma, etc. So we have to be careful in our life so that we don't have to regret or feel guilty, because we are wasting time feeling guilty or having regret, because in past we have already done something wrong. Present, at least we should be careful so that our future is bright. Gyan and yoga has to be used in our practical life. And we have to be determined that I must do the right action and not allow any negativity, because many people are very negative and think that they will never be able to be right. And that's not right. Have positivity. We are giving positive thinking course to others. So we must be positive.
Okay. So this will probably come for the next question. The question is how to overcome lustful thoughts.
Keep your mind busy with Gyan, Swadarshan Chakra, and because empty mind is devil's shop. So if you keep your mind empty, naturally lustful waste thoughts will come. So keep your mind busy. Don't entertain those impure thoughts. Start thinking of today's Murli or spin cycle of 84 births.
So next one is how do I handle when I intellectually regret doing something, but emotionally, I wish I could do it again.
Sorry, will you repeat it? How can
Yes.
I?
So how do I handle when I intellectually regret doing something, but emotionally, I wish I could do it again? So it sounds like enjoyed it emotionally, but the outcome wasn't that happy.
What one
Intellectually.
mean? What when one realizes intellectually that one is doing right or wrong, and one has to make sure that they are doing the right thing, then emotionally they will not be affected.
Okay, so is traffic control a spiritual endeavour or a facility?
Pardon?
Yeah.
Will you repeat?
Is traffic control a spiritual endeavour or a facility?
Yeah, it is traffic control is naturally helping us to bring our stage higher. So it is good for our upliftment. It is part of spiritual endeavor.
Okay. So why does some BKs, even though being knowledgeable and long in Gyan, do not feel regret to be able to commit the same mistake many times? Is it part of drama?
I think the soul is not honest and is not really introspective to realize. Unless you realize, you can't regret. So the soul is like keeping dirt under carpet, not honest.
So Baba says by having yoga, we become free of disease for 21 births, but not this birth. How do we churn on this?
What is it?
So Baba says by having yoga, we become free of disease for 21 births, but not this birth. How do we churn on this? Sorry.
Baba says we are getting fortune of 21 births. And I don't think we should debate on that. Once we have faith that whatever Baba is telling is truth, then we won't doubt and we will make efforts to create our fortune of 21 births.
So next one is, if we sometimes give some correction and then they become upset and unable to take that, then I feel regret about how to overcome that. So if we give someone correction and they become upset and unable to take it, then I feel regret how to overcome that.
You should punish yourself for doing a wrong thing and sit in meditation Manmohini Didi was always telling people who have done mistake to punish themselves, sit for hours in Baba's room.
So this is one for you, Didi. When Didi gave the course, how did you explain the identical repetition of the cycle?
Once you have faith, you will start believing everything Baba says. Because until I had faith in this Baba, I wasn't sure how it will repeat identically and how do I believe that Brahma is the chariot of Shiv Baba. Shiv Baba I accepted as a God because God is incorporeal, God is one. So I accepted that. But to accept Brahma as chariot and Kalpa is 5,000 years, repeating identically, it took me a while to accept it. Because when I heard the story of Brahma Baba, Mama, and other dadis, I read the book as well as I heard the stories. And when I heard the stories about Yagya, how Baba used to help and know, and that this is really God speaking through Brahma, then I said, okay, whatever Baba is telling is truth. So once you have, and when you are giving course, don't worry if they don't believe immediately. Just they should know Atma and Paramatma. Once they know about soul and supreme soul, they will have realization that this knowledge is of Shiv Baba. And once they have faith, they will believe everything.
So the next one is it normal for Baba's child to not speak truthfully? I find
No.
so is it normal for Baba's child to not speak truthfully? I find some BKs are not able to be honest in their words and actions. So is this a normal thing, being God's children?
Yes, there are variety children. Some accept everything, some don't accept, some are rigid in following maryadas, and some are slack. Some say, whatever will happen in drama is drama. They don't make effort. So, unless they make effort, they can't create their higher fortune.
Okay, so Baba is ever present anywhere, but why a special place is needed, like Baba's room?
Because Baba's room has special vibration. Whatever area you go, people have left their vibration. If you go to theater, it will have different vibration. If you go to club, that will be different vibration. If you go to pub, that is different vibration. So Baba's room, because people are doing nothing except meditation, it has powerful vibration, and that's why it is better to meditate in Baba's room or in a gathering. Gathering also creates powerful atmosphere. So that will be additional help.
Yeah. So how to balance between being responsible for service and not overly concerned about it. Sometimes, because of lack of service, it reduces my self-respect.
You have to create your own service. Don't rely on others, because service will keep you busy and then Maya will not affect you. So don't expect centervasis or center in charge to give you service. Create your own. Baba says, even in your house, keep pictures. So whoever guest comes, you better give them gyan. So keep on giving gyan. Logic, friends, visitors, everybody.
Okay, so Didi, I'm finding it difficult to accept this knowledge of drama and karma for a bad situation that has happened in my life. How can I apply this knowledge deeply so I don't feel upset over people and situations?
I find drama and karma very important in our life. Drama will help us to know the hero and heroine, Lakshmi Narayan, whom I had to follow. Drama is also telling us that the scenes are changing. So past has finished and I should be looking at the present, use present in a worthwhile way so that my future is better. Drama is also telling us it's time to go home. Kalpa is finishing. We have to be ready to go home. So I take support of drama. You can be observe and detach. And
Okay.
and what else he said? Asking question.
Oh,
One is
it just
drama and another thing.
so don't feel upset over people and situations.
So you
I guess-
remain observer of drama and detached, because when we are watching drama, we don't get affected if somebody murdered somebody. We know that it is just a drama and not reality. And so there is not emotional percussion on you.
Okay. So this is a bit different. So this is a question from a BK grandmother. Her son's child is born with multiple medical problems. Is it okay for the grandmother to do the surrender of the newborn baby to Baba?
It is just mentally you can surrender that it belongs to Baba. But practically, mother and grandmother will have to look after the child.
Okay.
If it is
So-
thought that it is belonging to Baba, you won't worry too much. So you are responsible but instrument. You are trustee. Then it's not really burden.
So although I'm following all the Mariadas fully, I am slack in my efforts. How can I improve my willpower to be more intense in my efforts?
Gyan says, time is short. You have to be ever ready. If there is a real desire to have kingdom of 21 births, naturally one will be intense effort maker, because you never know when the life will end. Don't worry about world ending, but even individuals can have heart attack, cancer, virus infection, and die suddenly. And so we have to be careful and not be slack.
And last question. How remembrance takes the form of fire? What is the method?
To extinguish force of fire.
Well, how does remembrance take the form of fire? So Baba often talks about it, doesn't he? Fire of remembrance. So what's the method?
It's not really fire, but it works like a fire. When something is put in fire, its shape and everything changes. Same thing in fire of yoga, we are able to absolve our vikarma. So one has to have that powerful yoga, which we call volcanic yoga. Just as volcano can melt even mountain or stones, and is so powerful that it can pull away, take away even cars and boats and houses and all. Same way, yoga can take away this sins of our past.
Okay. So that was the last question, Didi.
Yeah.
I just wondered, is there anything happening in Gyan Sarovar that is very interesting that we might like to know about?
Nowadays, we are having Wings program. At the moment, one wing has finished, IT wing. Now this second program of education wing is going on, and there are about 480 people attending it. 600 had booked, 120 have cancelled, and there are 480 guests here. In Shantivan also, each and every complex has got something happening. In Global Auditorium, today, this is starting, they are starting CAD program, Dr. Satish Gupta's. And the rest of the, like conference hall, diamond hall, there are what is happening for different group. Even new complex Mansarovar is busy. So we find that Brahmins are really thirsty to take Gyan, and they are really taking chance after 3-4 years to come to Madhuban, whether they are invited or not, because even this group, 80 people have come without registration. So just they think it's father's home, we can go anytime. And they come without registering themselves. So it's busy.
Okay, thank you for that.
So
So I guess that's the end of our program, unless you have anything else to add.
we can
And-
have
and-
2 minutes meditation now.
Okay.
Can someone play the music?
नैनों से छलके प्यारो बाबा, नैनों से छलके प्यार, पाए है सुख संसारो बाबा, पाए है सुख संसार। निर्मल निर्मल किरणें आती, भाल पे है सौभाग्य सजाती, तिलक लगाती सदा विजय का, शक्ति अनोखी है भर जाती, प्यार से रहे निहारो बाबा, प्यार से रहे निहार। नैनों से छलके प्यारो बाबा, नैनों से छलके प्यार, पाए है सुख संसारो बाबा, पाए है सुख संसार। ऐसे पल फिर कब आएंगे, कल्प भर में ना पाएंगे, प्यास बुझा ले युगों युगों की, जन्म सफल हो जाएंगे। कितने किए उपकार ओ बाबा, कितने दिए उपहार, नैनों से छलके प्यारो बाबा, नैनों से छलके प्यार, पाए है सुख संसारो बाबा, पाए है सुख संसार।
Om Shanti.
Om Shanti, Didi. Thank you.